What radio? The music you want.
With your host, Keys Dan.
Correct, boy wonder.
RadioWhat.com. What's up, party people? It's Keys Dan with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous. It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com radio station, internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time now. And if you need DJ services, I encourage you to go to DJLittleRock.com, get a free price quote, and book me as your DJ. Coming up this week in the DJ world on Thursday night, I'll be at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. That is the Rab. It's Theme Thursdays. Not even sure what theme to do. Maybe you'll give me a suggestion. That's on Thursday, May 16th. Get to the Rab. They got free pool. They got a full bar. Kitchen is open. Got that Jersey Girl pizza. You don't want to miss that. It's excellent, I tell you. Excellent. And, of course, the Video Dance Party Karaoke Jam. That's on Thursday night, May 16th at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. And then May 17th, guess where I'm going to be? The Rab in Conway, Arkansas. It's the regular Friday night dance party karaoke jam. They have a pool tournament going on. If you want to get involved in that, I encourage you to. You could make some money while you're hanging out at the Rab in Conway. Once again, they got that full bar Friday night, and they got the kitchen is open, and I think they're still doing it. Sometime around 11 p.m. they start making breakfast until 1 a.m. So you could have a little breakfast with your with your adult beverages at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. Come and sing some songs, have a good time at the Rab Thursday and Friday night. I'll be there. And then, of course, on Saturday night, of course I say, it's a private party. I'll be all the way up in, oh my goodness, up in like Mountain Home doing a wedding. I'm so excited about that. I love weddings. Just enjoy them. I know wedding season is definitely here. It's June. I'm all booked up. So, come on. Love those weddings. The more you plan, the better I am. So that's my weekend. Today on the program, I have Claudia Fountain. Now, I know that's not the way I'm supposed to say it. She corrected me through the podcast. It's Claudia Fountain. So, stop jazzing it up. I'm thinking Vince Fontaine from Grease, and no, she corrected me real quick. It's Fountain. Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. She's a sweet lady. She's beautiful, of course, and she's a community-oriented person. If you need help in the Conway, Arkansas area, if she can't do it, she's going to get you together with the right people to help you. We're going to be talking about some very important things at the end of this podcast, so definitely stay tuned to the end. And, good times talking to Claudia Fountain. See, even doing this intro, I'm still thinking of her name in the other way. But now, Claudia Fountain. Let's get into it right about now. Tara? Who's Tara?
Tara Ward's.
That's Tara. The pretty
red. Yeah.
See that on your shirty there.
I've been clipped all week with ATN. He's been doing a documentary on our story.
ATN?
ATN.
Who's doing it? Who's doing the story?
It's Mr. I have his name in here somewhere.
I know a guy that works over there.
Yeah. So his name is, I'll tell you his name Oh, Tom, no. Anyway, well, he works for AETN. Then, so I used to also work for a Latino newspaper or a Latino show over at AETN, and he was there. He's like, I remember you.
There's Latino shows on AETN.
Yeah, you didn't know for 10 years. Where have you been?
Crazy sauce. Where have I been?
I know.
I've been cutting the cord. No cable.
No cable?
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Netflix, Hulu,
Yes.
Amazon.
I know. I'm thinking
$30 instead of 90.
I'm thinking about going that route. You're just so clever. I think I'm going to learn so much from you today.
I think we could learn from each other for sure.
I think so too. I'm trying to just kind of be a minimalist.
Yeah, it's good to break things down a little bit.
Right.
Because I used to bring a lot of equipment when I was doing podcasts, offshore. Well, you were
I met
on
you
a podcast.
Yes, I was.
On my mini podcast, one of my earlier podcasts, where I just did it on the phone with a lavalier mic.
Right.
And what was it, Hunter? Yeah. Just took that mic and said, "No, that's mine.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and give you the low down skinny on Sideswipe."
Yeah,
and then you played a character. You were band mom.
MOM, moms of musicians. I'm not your typical helicopter mom.
No.
I'm going to give you enough rope. Right?
All right.
You know, I'm going to let you. But if I see anybody wanting to take advantage, I don't know, I'm so overprotective of people that I love. I don't know why I'm like that.
Well, because you're a good person. And you take care of people.
I take care of people.
You're community oriented.
Very much so.
Claudia Fountain. Am I pronouncing that properly?
It's wrong, but that's okay.
No, it's not okay.
I feel fancy when everyone says Claudia Fountain, and I'm like...
No, never let anybody pronounce your name wrong.
Well, my name is Claudia Valderas, really.
Claudia Valderas.
That's who I am. That's my dad's last name. And Cienfuegos is my mother's last name. So as a Latino, we out of respect for our father, we carry their last names.
Sure.
You know. But when I got married, of course, Dad is from Europe.
Yes.
And he's Fountain. Very simple. And it's actually Geoffrey. And it's not Geoffrey Fontaine, but Jeffrey Fountain. How about that?
Jeffrey Fountain.
The father of my children, yes.
Okay. Well, you already mentioned your parents. Where are you guys from? Where are you from?
Well, we're originally from, my dad is from Guadalajara. No, I'm lying. He's from Coahuila. Guerrero, Coahuila.
Coahuila. That sounds like a teeny tiny town.
It is.
Where is that at?
So much history. It's about, I want to say about maybe 3 to 5 hours away from the Mexican border, Reynosa, Tamaulipas.
I don't even know what country that's in.
It's Mexico.
Coahuila.
Piedras Negras, Coahuila. It's a ranch, just everybody knows everybody. It's a very small town, every small community, extremely historic, a lot of just enriched in culture and just, just a lot of agriculture there.
How was it growing up there?
Well, I didn't grow up there. He did.
He grew up there.
He grew up there.
Okay.
Then my mother's from Monterrey, Nuevo León, which is...
Monterrey sounds a little bit bigger.
Monterrey is an industrial beast of a city.
Yeah.
We have GM Motors, a lot of Japanese industries, with motors and vehicles, and anyway, it's just super beautiful people. The nightlife is amazing. But I was dropped off there every summer as a child. I'm actually born in McAllen, Texas.
Born in Texas. American girl.
I am first generation.
America.
I'm a Tejana. I'm a Texan, Chicana. I always thought Chicana was from Chicago.
I thought it was Chicago too.
I know, but it's not. Apparently,
see, I'm learning stuff here.
Tejana means that I am an American Texan woman. Latin.
That's easy enough.
So yeah.
So Chicana is not Chicago?
No, has nothing to do with it. I think that's more of a LA term.
All right.
Like a cholo type of term, I think. But I'm sure someone will correct me further down the road.
Well, ever since I've met you, you seem like California, very laid back,
I'm from the
very
valley.
cool. Oh, you see?
But wait,
Omnipresence. Okay, your backstory is getting a little confusing here.
I know. So I am from
Born
it's
in
called
Texas.
Rio Grande Valley.
Okay.
And I always say, yes, I'm a valley girl, and everybody thinks California, and I'm like the other valley, the real
valley.
McCoy. No.
Very chill.
So yeah, a jump, hop, and a skip from the Mexican border. So I grew up.
East Texas?
It's way South Texas. So the Panhandle is up here,
Okay.
Waco, and Fort Worth. It's another 8 hours down.
Oh yeah, I've driven through. It's big.
Yeah,
It's big. I've driven on 10 all the way across. It took a long time.
Houston,
but I stopped in Austin to do a party, so
there you go.
Yeah, so I did that.
Yeah, so 900 miles I've been driving, 12-hour drive with my kids and my family for the past 21 years. So to visit my family. I have no family here, so I have all my family down there. And then the Latino, Latinx community in the state of Arkansas say, but we're your family. And I'm like, okay then.
So school life was all in Texas?
Yes.
Deep South Texas?
Deep South Texas, yes.
Like almost Mexico?
Yes, I went to school with a lot of famous people.
Okay.
Like
ahead.
David Barrera. I'm going to drop some names.
Please do.
Elias.
David Pereira.
Yeah,
Does he
David
speak
Barrera.
Spanish?
He's in LA now. He moved, but he was the El Cucuy on the Waverly Link, Wizards of Waverly Link.
Yes.
The dad. So
Yes.
Maria, actually, there at Wizards Waverly Link, or whatever it's called, the mom is married to David.
Very cool.
And they're like all artistic, and they sing and they dance and they act, and so. But he's a very versatile actor, and so is she. And then the girls, they're his daughters as well. And then Elias Bones, I call him Bones, skinny guy. He is a genius on the drums, and he's toured all over, and he played with Buck Cherry, and Korn baptized his kids.
Okay.
I know. So whenever this music thing,
rock music, like hard rock.
I was part of a Battle of the Bands. I was a judge for years.
What year? When?
This was back in 91, 92.
91, 92.
So I was
What year did you graduate high school?
91.
91.
Yeah.
How was your high school life?
Oh man, I was friends with the nerdiest of the nerds.
Okay.
I actually went to my prom with the nerdiest of nerds, and everybody was just like, "What?" And I'm like, I wanted to make a statement. Like,
right.
I wanted to, like, towards the end of my high school year. I dated the athlete guy,
Did you do any sports yourself?
Yeah, I actually played basketball. I did track. I did a little tennis, volleyball.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you were a cool kid.
I was a cool kid. That cool kid that, everybody said, hey, we're going to throw a party. I'm like, cool. What do I bring? They're like, well, we wanted you to kind of help organize it. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So,
community organizer at its early state?
Aware of it at the time, but I guess I'll...
It's coming. It's coming. That's building. These are the first building blocks.
I think so.
And we're Claudia Fountain.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Claudia Fountain. Yeah, newscasters do that.
Right.
Whenever a Spanish word comes along. Right. He was over on the south side of Guadalajara.
I know. They love to trail their R's. Yeah.
All right. So school life was good, but you get to prom and to spite yourself or to make a statement?
To make a statement. And Mark, that was his name, he had the...
Oh, he's getting called out as a nerd. Mark, I'm sorry.
His
I'm sorry you're getting called
were
out.
as thick as the bottle glass, at the bottom of a bottle glass.
Oh.
But he was actually really handsome, super smart, and super shy. Well, he picked me up in a limo.
Sure he did. So, Mark's classy.
He was very classy.
Right.
Yeah. So I just kind of wanted to make a statement because a lot of people were like, no way, you're not going to go with the football player, you're going to go with this nerd. And I said, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How'd that turn out?
Great. I mean, those
you had a good time?
I had a blast. He couldn't dance very well, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're Helpy Helperton.
Yeah.
You like to help people.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right, where's Mark? What's Mark doing these days?
I don't know. I don't even...
Lost track of Mark.
Yes, I lost track of Mark, and so I Forgot his last name, to be honest with you.
All right.
But I know if I were to see a picture.
You made the statement, though.
Yeah, I made a statement.
You made an early sacrifice to help out a nerd. Okay, so how were you at school? Your extracurriculars were good.
I was in journalism. I did that. A little bit of cheerleading, but when I was younger, I was like in the 6th or 7th grade. Whoa, that was a dog. Oh my goodness. But just.
Just so you know, the people that are listening, when I asked Claudia Fountain to do this podcast, she is such a community-oriented person, and her community is Conway, Arkansas. Baby, if you need something done in Conway, Arkansas, you get Claudia Fountain.
Thank you.
Man, why am I always... okay, now she did ask me to go to one of the local coffee shops. Unfortunately, the coffee shop is closing up real soon, so we couldn't go there. But we're hanging out here on the street at the Kings of Conway.
Actually,
live music, great place to be. We're sitting outside, so you're going to hear some street noise.
Yeah.
So, but we'll continue, and in spite of all that.
Actually, Marcus Bobbitt, one of the owners of
I have
Kings.
him before they opened. I have him as a soundbite saying, "Hey, this is Mark from Kings of Conway, and you're listening to what?"
Yes, exactly. To what? What is this? What made you famous? No, probably.
No, what radio?
What radio?
That's why it's what makes you famous, because it's an extension of what radio.
Way to name your station. Yeah. So actually, him and I have been talking on and off for the past month and a half or so, and it's a secret. Can you keep a secret?
Yeah, nobody's listening. Don't worry, it's just me and you. And millions of listeners.
So you know how I say Claudia connects Conway, Claudia connects Arkansas, Claudia connects globally?
Oh yeah.
I'm working on globally.
Yeah.
But
think locally.
Yes.
Act globally.
There you go. Love that. So he says, where are all the Latino families? How come they're not coming to my pub, to my club? And as you will know, my son plays here every now and again with Sideswipe. And I said, I got you. I said, all I have to do is just call these mariachis. He goes, oh my God, I would love that.
Sure.
So I spoke to the mariachis. I've got two different tones and vibes, and you know what I mean. So he's like, yeah, let's go ahead and contract them, and I want them here once a week. And I was like, what? So they're excited.
Are we doing Monday mariachi?
Maybe something like that.
That sounds about right.
Because
anybody who knows the Mexicans, the Mexican restaurants are usually closed on Mondays,
and they rest on Mondays.
They need
to party a little.
So they might as well make a couple bucks doing some mariachi music.
Yes, they're taking care of Conway, so those guys need a little of nostalgic music for themselves,
Sure enough.
But I'm really excited about that, so I'm working with that. And then just the doors have been opening for me quite a bit with my new page that I created. And I've got another guy we're working on. He does comedian promos, and I'm like, nobody's doing,
you're allowed to talk and say names. You can name names.
I know, but
we'll promote everybody.
He's got a couple of class list A comedians, and I just talked to him a couple of hours ago, actually. So I always said, you know what? We need laughter. We need more laughter. One of those gut-wrenching, tummy hurts, laughing, tear-jerking laughter.
Comedy Tuesday sounds good.
Yeah. So everywhere you go, it's either karaoke or a live band, but nobody has mariachis and nobody has comedy. Yeah. So don't tell anyone, please.
Oh yeah, nobody at all.
So that's what I'm working on.
Did you hear it? You heard it, didn't you? Yeah,
I think you did. A couple of projects. So that's what I'm working on right now. Whenever you don't see me out and about, that's what I'm doing.
But you're always out and about, girl.
Just a little.
Claudia, you're
I don't see it, you guys. I don't see that, really, to be honest with you.
Well, you are the community. Every time I see your social media, it's blowing up with some kind of community function, and that's a good way to be. That's the reason I got into radio.
Right.
You make a couple bucks, but for the most part, you're promoting other people.
Yes.
And if we lend a helping hand to everyone,
I'm telling you,
the world will be a better place, wouldn't it?
No kidding. My dad, that's what he instilled in me.
So what did Dad do?
Dad had his own welding business.
Okay.
He brought from Mexico. Actually, the concept, the blueprint he brought from Mexico, but he left his business and we left his home in Monterrey, Mexico.
Wow.
and left it to his brother.
Oh, okay.
So he built 18-wheelers from scratch. My brother and myself, Gus. Hey, shout out to my brother Gus.
18-wheelers from scratch?
Yes, the bed, the flat beds.
Okay.
You know, he would
like welding those together.
Welding those together. Like there was a lot of them that were like older models, and then he would just update them, or somebody had an accident on them. One time I'll never forget. It was a mattress trailer. It was a trailer full of mattresses, and the doors opened and all the mattresses fell, and one of them got caught underneath, and it caught on fire.
Whoa.
And they brought it to my dad, and I was like, how are you gonna repair? I swear, we didn't have phones then.
Right.
But I wish I would have done the before and after. It looked brand new. No
pictures of this.
No pic, but
no,
I have
back
it.
in 19.
It's in my mind. It's my handwriting.
Was it the 80s?
No, it was in the 90s.
90s, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, you graduated in 91, so he didn't have this business while you were in school?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So that's why I said 80s.
80s, yeah. Absolutely. There you go. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh, no worries.
So, absolutely. Yeah, ever since I was 6 when I learned English, is when I started interpreting. My dad's like, you're catching this English thing. And
so Spanish was the first language?
My first language was Spanish. We spoke nothing but Spanish.
Until you went to school?
Until I went to
kindergarten.
Yeah.
Public school?
Public school, yes.
No special schools on that?
No private school. My kids did go to private school. They went to St. Joseph, but...
spoiled rotten.
Well, look at them now.
That's what you do.
I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, that's what you do.
we were like between poor and middle class.
Sure.
Because people thought, oh, you have a business, you're rich. And I'm like, no. People actually thought we had money, but no.
Yeah, you have a business. You work harder than anybody.
And he worked to the bone.
For sure.
So every time we knew Dad was home was when he put his thumbprints of oil and grease and all over the walls. I'm like, no. My mom would be like, you need to wash your hands before you enter this house.
Mama do any work outside the house? Or?
Mother always worked. Mother,
wow.
Without speaking a lick of English, she was #1 Avon sales rep.
Excellent.
Sold over $50,000 in a year.
Did you get the pink car?
Hey, that's Mary Kay.
Oh, yeah.
You crack me up.
All right. I fouled up my okay.
Yeah.
She get
Who wants a car?
She get the plastic car.
She got
Avon?
something better than that.
What she got?
She got Florida trips to Florida. She got trips to Vegas.
Yeah.
They flew her first class, and without speaking any English, she's just a saleswoman by nature.
No. That word "just." I've been having a problem with it, at least for the last...
a phenomenal sales lady.
It.
She is
That's
just remarkable.
Yes.
You cannot duplicate what she's done.
You got that right.
Yeah.
Be proud of Mama. Good job.
Very much so, yeah.
And she put that work ethic into
you.
She
did, both of them. Yeah,
Excellent.
simultaneously.
Excellent.
Dad never paid us a dime.
No, that's all right.
So he's like, that roof over your head and that food on your table.
There's your payment.
And anyone listening, they probably already heard this story many times, but I love to say it because it's who I am, and it's my family. It's my roots.
It's the building blocks right there.
That's right.
Started you.
And I didn't know he was already training me to become an interpreter.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, come here. I've got this man from Canada. The man heard I don't know how. We didn't have social media.
Sure.
But his quality of work he was a little less expensive than others,
sure,
because he was starting or whatever. And I'll never forget this man, bright blue eyes, handsome as can be, all the way from Canada, came exclusively.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me until you said Canada. I get it. Okay.
You're handsome. You're handsome too.
I wasn't fishing. I swear I wasn't fishing.
My dad's like, let him know that he owes us $12,000, yada, yada. So I was translating already at 12, 13, 15, all through my teenage years. Every day after school, we'd have to come home and translate for Dad. And I hated it in a way because he'd never paid us.
Right.
So I didn't understand the concept. He's like, no, I mean, you're supposed to work. You're supposed to.
Right.
So now... that's what I do. Today, as a matter of fact, I got a contract it's a continuous contract that I do every year for the past 2 years, actually, with Aflac. We went to a lighthouse,
yes,
a factory place, and they're in Little Rock, and the majority of them are blind. It's just blind people giving them an opportunity to work. I don't know what they build exactly, to be honest with you.
Sure.
But we saw about 20 Latino families.
Right.
And all I was doing was interpreting what, the sales guy, his name is, can I plug him?
But yeah, of course, everything.
Scott Schultz. Oh my God, he's 31 years seasoned agent for Aflac.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, huge heart. He's married to a Cuban, so
I'm
he's
a
like,
Cuban.
my Spanish. I know.
I can dig it.
I know. So he's like, you need to get your license. You need to get your life insurance license. And he's been after me for about 5 years, wanting me to do this. And
Sure.
I'm like, I've got so much going on, but I may consider it. I helped him close about 4 contracts today.
Yeah, another tool in the toolbox.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Yeah, and all I did was, again, doing what I was born to do, which is just interpret.
Yeah.
I'm like a machine, pretty much, just kind of interpreting whatever his sales, his services and products that he, for accidents or health, hospital, and life, death insurance, all that stuff.
Dig it.
I know.
So after high school, did you go to college?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I went to UCA.
UCA.
Yeah, I went to UCA.
All right here in Conway.
Right here.
I was going to get to, how did you get to Conway, Arkansas?
Yeah.
Is that how you got to Conway, Arkansas?
My husband, my ex-husband, he was a tool and die maker. He just retired about 2 years ago. So his business is what brought us over here.
So you married someone kind of like your dad, works with his hands.
Yes, there you
yes,
go.
hardworking.
You see that?
Yeah, well, little girls fall in love with their dads.
I know.
And that's a beautiful thing.
And I saw, he's like, okay, so I'm a Texas girl, and he's like, well, we can go either to Thailand or Arkansas. And I'm like, well, I wanted to be close to my parents.
Yeah, a little bit closer at least.
But I always think, if I would have gone to Thailand, I wonder how my life would have been.
That's your what if.
Yeah.
So what year was this that you had to make that choice?
This was back in 98.
98. So you get out of college with a degree in what?
It's education. Education, yes.
What did you do with that?
I taught for over 10 years.
What?
Yeah.
Who did you teach?
I was one of the first Latina Spanish teachers to teach here in Faulkner County. I taught over at the Focus Learning Academy.
No kidding.
Kinder through 6th grade. Yeah, I loved it. I still see my kids around playing football. They're like yay tall.
No kidding.
They're like, Miss Fountain, I still know my Espanol. And I'm like, yay,
Miss Fountain.
Yes.
Oh, I see. And I tried to jazz it all up with Fountain. Because I'm thinking of Greece,
Right.
Vince Fontaine.
Vince Fontaine, yeah.
Yeah, no, don't jazz it up. It's Fountain.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Simple.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, very simple.
She's a simple girl.
Yes.
No, she's not. She's very intricate. We're peeling this. Yes.
Like a basket of.
Unraveling like exactly like a cable knit sweater. So, all right, you started in Texas and you married him in Texas?
No, well, my dad was Justice of the Peace, and he married us in our home first on February the 14th, 98.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
That's
He's
beautiful.
like, yeah, you're not taking my youngest little girl just like that, mister.
Oh.
So we had a small intimate wedding with our family, and then 8 years ago I said I do, but we were together for 21 years.
Oh, God bless.
But we co-parent beautifully. I love his mind, his heart. He's just amazing, an amazing man, hardworking, so super smart.
That's
I met
cool.
his kids. He's got two older kids, and when I met his kids, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want your DNA. No, I'm kidding.
Well, no, he came in with kids then?
But they were in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were in Europe.
And did you have any children with him?
That would be Victoria and Joel.
Victoria and Joel.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's why I chose, when I met his kids, I'm like, oh my God, I want to have children like that.
Yeah.
His kids are brilliant. They're from Cambridge, England, and one of them is worked for Business Weekly as a journalist.
Sure. And
then the other one, he actually grew up with Dad here in Texas back in the 80s,
Yeah.
And he went to Denison in Dallas and graduated, and then went to college, and then his degree was in teaching, education as well. So he went to Thailand and Mexico and taught English.
Yes.
And he learned Spanish, he learned Thai, he learned super smart. So that's when I said, yeah, he's a keeper.
Yes.
Like, he's got some good DNA.
Yes, and then you made 2 pretty kids.
I'm telling you, my rock star and my supermodel.
Super duper. Oh, no, I caught the little video. You embarrassed her over at Hip Sway.
I did. She couldn't remember the address.
Yeah. It's in Conway somewhere.
Bless her heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Those are my 2 worlds right there. So. And that's what it is. As parents, we just want to leave like a legacy. Maybe not monetarily,
sure,
but just kind of leave that blueprint of like, guess what? If you do help someone else's dream, just like my dad would say, the only way that you can make your dreams a reality is if you help someone else's dreams. And I see this happening. I'm kind of a late bloomer. I'm in my 40s, but...
Yeah, it's never too late.
But I've always had the liberty and the freedom to work wherever I want to work in the 4 corners of the world.
Yeah, but are you kidding me? You've been doing stuff. You taught little kids.
Yeah.
You put building blocks for them.
True.
Spanish. And Ms. Fountain, they still remember their Espanol.
Yeah, they do.
That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I love teachers. I love them.
Right.
You do something wrong, they make you do it over again.
Oh, yeah.
And again.
Oh, yeah.
And again. And again.
Until you get it right.
Until you get it right. Mm-hmm. So excellent. Yeah, teacher. So no, this is just the second phase in your life.
Right.
Are you still doing any of the chiropractic?
Yes, I'm still doing that. Patients call me every single day, and I make sure that they are reminded about, their correction of their spine, their exercises at home, because the doctor I speak to, there's about 13 doctors throughout the state that I have a contract with.
And that's something in-house? Are you still going to this place every day?
I had an office, but it's closing already.
Okay.
So after 3 years, I figured I don't really need the office. So
right.
I'm just working, so that way I have more freedom to do community stuff.
Hey, look where I'm at.
So I love it.
I'm plenty portable. I'll go out in the middle of a park. I'll go to your house.
Exactly.
I'll go wherever and do this podcast and learn more about you.
Yeah, and I love that about you too. So I'm telling you, this is the wave of the future, I guess.
So the chiropractor thing,
yes.
I know that there's still one in Russellville. Yes. Are you still working for the same company?
Yes.
You want to say?
Well, it's Faulkner County Family Clinic.
Okay.
Right? And then it's several. Actually, it's just too many to name. But
we got time.
Yeah. But so it's different chiropractors, and all I do is I just make sure that everyone is coming to their appointments and all that good stuff.
Is this just the Spanish ones, or?
Mainly.
That's what you're doing, handling the Spanish.
Yeah.
See, that's good.
I teach how to pour clients into whatever business from A to Z.
Yes.
So my dream was always like, okay, if you're a dentist, I'll record like a CD type of thing for your staff to learn how to communicate with your clients, your patients, stuff like that. But then I said, maybe I can just myself go personally and just teach. Like, I got my certification to teach law enforcement. I did that for about 5 years.
What?
Conway PD.
She's a cop too?
I was a cop too.
Come on. She carries a badge.
Yeah, I've been mazed and tased. And I've got it on video.
Maced and tased on video?
I have it.
Look up these videos, kids.
No, you can't.
Look them up.
I own the copyrights.
No. You got to find them. Now, okay. Any kids that are listening, learn a second language.
Yeah.
I know Spanish, not very well, but it's gotten me so many jobs that I'm not qualified for.
Right.
Many jobs, including working at a bilingual radio station in Miami, Florida.
Is that right?
Yeah. And my Spanish, they used to say el gringo en la mañana.
Really?
El gringo enseñándote español.
Oh.
Just teaching you Spanish the American way, the gringo way.
Right.
So they would poke fun of me all the time, even though I was running the show in the morning. But I worked with a Che. I'm not even sure where she's from, but they call her a Che. What's a Che?
A Che?
She's from like Venezuela, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think
all right.
So.
Yeah, she used to speak so fast.
I bet.
And then I would say, no entiendo nada. Here's another song.
All right. Even when you speak it, you don't even have you sound Cuban.
Come on.
When you say it.
Oh, I thought I had an American accent. A lot of people down in South Florida used to tell me the same thing.
I know.
You got an American accent.
Come to think of it, I've been very fortunate to work at so many different types of jobs.
Sure.
And it's because I like a challenge. Like, I want to be accessible to all types of businesses from A to Z, like I say.
Yeah.
So everything from like translating births and deaths and everything in between, I've had the experience to so now it's more of a spiritual thing.
Sure enough.
Like, it's like, oh wow, okay, so finally I'm 40-ish and I know why God put me on this planet. It's just very simple.
Yeah.
Being the conduit of two people interchanging services. Bing, and then magic happens.
And she's making the hand motions and making sure she's working the room, and it's magic. Bing.
And I get paid.
That's good. Yeah, and you make a couple bucks on the side. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, okay, teaching for 10 years, law enforcement for 5 years. Was this at the same time, or that was the next year?
No, that was the next year. Yeah, that was the next year.
The next step?
Yeah. I went to go translate for somebody, and then the major, we all went upstairs and they recorded me.
Sure.
There was an altercation between someone, and the lady said, take me to the, I want to know why they arrested my son and all this other stuff. And again, trying to help the community. Actually, ironically, that same person lives there at Brookside. And because of her necessity at the time, we went upstairs and they got an appointment with the major at the time. And before I left and we had our conversation and we resolved the problem, he made me an offer before I left.
Okay.
He's like, do you think you can work for us? And I'm like, are you kidding? I'm a teacher. My heart is on my sleeve.
Yeah.
You guys would chew me and spit me out. I don't know. He goes, no, I see you doing really well here. And I'm like, what? And he wrote on a piece of paper. I'm like, well, what do y'all pay?
Right.
And then he put a number on a piece of paper, and I said, I crossed it off, and then I put what I wanted.
Right.
Because I know my worth.
Sure.
Boys and girls, you better know your worth.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
So, and he agreed to it. He agreed to it, and I was the liaison for Homeland Security, ICE.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Here in Conway, Arkansas.
County.
Faulkner County.
Right here.
That is excellent.
We went through the whole training, and then I was like, should I be a cop on the streets, or how can I be make more of an impact for both?
Now, do you think this is primarily because you know Spanish?
That's exactly why.
Kids, learn a second language. You will do better in life. You will bring people together and have more opportunities. So there you go.
Yeah.
Pay attention in French class, Japanese class, Chinese class, Spanish class.
Yeah, you can make 6 figures.
6 figures, baby.
7 figures.
Yeah.
It's limitless.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. So just if it feels right and it doesn't feel like a job,
sure,
keep doing it. And you get paid for it,
sure,
keep doing it. And that's where I've kind of just like, people think, oh, you just do too much. And I'm like, no, I'm just really good at multitasking. I really am.
And you fill your time.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody says, hey, what do you do in your spare time? Well, I fill it with other work, I guess. I find other stuff to do.
Yeah.
Promote other people.
Exactly.
Go do a volunteer or something at somebody's
soup kitchen
show. Because all I have is my music and my equipment, and I'm able to play for people and entertain people.
What you do is very powerful.
So if I can do that for somebody, we'll do it.
Like you're like resuscitating themselves as a being, because you have them just go track back about their life and stuff like that.
Make them forget all the pains and sorrows for a while.
Right.
Let's sing a song.
That's what music is about. Absolutely.
Sure. So all right, you get out now. Mm-hmm. Police work for 5 years in Faulkner County.
Yes.
Translating mostly. Mm-hmm. What made you stop that?
So it was. I had to build a thicker skin.
And what year was this?
This was 2004, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
4.5 years.
4.5 years.
Yeah.
And you had to build a thicker skin?
Yes, because it's it's a jail. So
I get it.
Yeah, it's a jail, and you have to kind of just like it was pretty interesting how the inmates never disrespected me. I treat them like a human being. I was not judgmental.
Sure.
A lot of them, I didn't know why they were there. You know, there were some that were under suicide watch. There were some that were really depressed. And then I started doing a conversation with them and started hearing, asking them, like, what are your interests? And one of them actually said, I like to bake. And I'm like, cool. So we started talking about cooking and baking, and his time went by quick. And so I was like that cop, that cool cop that they knew they couldn't get one over me because I was going to put them in their place.
Right. Now, did you have to wear a uniform?
I have still a uniform. Yes.
Oh, you were?
I have my, yeah.
Oh, you have your uniform?
I still have.
Okay. I guess you wear it for, special occasions?
No. I don't know if I fit in it still. But
I'm sure you could squeeze into it. No problem. No problem.
So, but really, I went through the whole training and I thought, okay, well, I got as far as carrying my own taser and mace, but not a gun. I just didn't. Yeah, that just wasn't something that I'd rather use this muscle. I
didn't know that was an option. I thought you carry a badge, carry a gun.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't out on the streets. If I decided to go, of course, to the streets, then I'd have to be trained and go through the whole gun training thing. So,
all right.
But I thought I learned. I think everyone should work at a police department at least once in their life, so that way you'd see, the benefits were great,
right,
but there was a lot of just emotional, people are upset, obviously, it's the environment is not for the faint, let me just say that.
Understood. So you're working in the jail primarily?
Yes.
Okay, so like corrections?
I'm booking, I'm booking, I'm fingerprinting, I get people that are under the influence of alcohol. Actually, speaking of under the influence of alcohol, we're not. I just want to say no.
Oh, man.
No. And I teach a DWI class on Saturdays.
You still do that?
I still do that. I've been doing that for about 3 years now.
There's so many facets of
you.
Claudia Fountain.
One more onion to peel.
Oh, okay. All right, we're peeling layers of onions.
Right.
But it's not making me cry at all. No, this is nice.
These are happy tears, right?
Yes, they are. These are happy tears. Okay, all right. So 2004, where do you go?
Yes. So let me see. Went to Lynn's Auto. Also.
Lynn's Auto.
Yeah, I took an import-export course, so I was exporting vehicles to all Latin America.
Come on.
I learned that.
The girl's got skills.
Some,
lots.
I figured, so that way I can just really make an impact. Again, 80% or 90% of their clients were Latinos.
And the kids, when were the kids born?
Yeah, Joel was born in 99 and Victoria 2000. So they're 11 months apart. He's 20, she's 19.
Yeah, so you're raising some kids here.
Going to school.
You got to have a job.
Got a job. I had 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I've always had multiple jobs.
Yeah.
And I'm unapologetic for it.
That's right.
God made me that way. I'm just wired that way. I don't know why.
Like a Jamaican man.
You
work hard like a Jamaican. Well,
I know. Somebody asked me, what does your daughter do? And I'm like, well, she's a sophomore now at UCA, studying nutrition, got on the dean's list, does makeovers, on the side, babysits on the side, works for the Hyper Center, and works and models at Hipsway. So now I think I've created a monster.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. And how about the boy?
And the boy also, I love my son as well, and so proud of both of them. He is working on his 4th degree black belt, one of the youngest in the state. Yeah, one of the youngest in the state to be certified, martial arts certified at 16.
What martial art?
It's Taekwondo.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hana, dul, set, net, yasit, dasit, ilga, yadul.
I love it.
And I learned that.
Showing off now, too.
Yeah, I'm a yellow belt in many different styles.
I love it.
Which means I didn't go far. I know just enough to hurt myself.
But you started it, so you come on and finish it with him.
It feels like it was a scam. Like every time I wanted a belt, $50.
Yeah.
Hey, $50. Here's a belt. $50.
It's investing in yourself.
Yeah, but you could learn all that stuff and not get the belt. Right. Miyagi style.
Right,
want what color's my belt? JCPenney.
Gotcha. Well, it's opened a lot of doors for him confidence-wise.
But it's excellent that he's gone that far.
He went with no previous training with acting or dancing. When he was a freshman in high school, said, "Mom, I'm going to audition for Footloose," and I'm like,
For
okay.
sure.
So being the mom, I'm like suffocating both of my kids with confidence because that's what I do.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "Honey, you can do anything you want to do. I
Yeah.
got you." He's like, "Okay, well, I'm going to audition." I'm like, "Good luck. And if you don't get it, you're still a badass. You're still amazing." You know?
No, Taekwondo will teach you how to make your feet like your hands.
That's what I told him.
And splits, for sure.
Yeah.
I had a sensei that would push my
Yes.
butt until I was 6 inches off the ground, like Van Damme style.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Oh.
We actually have a machine that stretches him.
Yes.
So Dad is very strict with his training and everything. So
That is excellent.
But so he's like, I can't dance, and that's when I said it's kind of like Taekwondo. It's like your karate.
Yes.
You know, so the moving of
Yes.
So and he about 2 weeks later he's like, "Mom," and I said, "Yeah, I got the part."
Yes, he did.
The lead for Footloose. So a lot of late nights.
He was Ren?
He was Ren.
Come on.
I know, and I couldn't believe, like, the first audition or rehearsal, I was sitting there and I was just like with Mr. Spertolozzi. Spertolozzi is drama teacher and I was a Spanish teacher. We actually worked together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here in Conway,
Yeah,
at Conway High School?
At Focus Learning Academy.
At Focus, okay.
Yeah, where I was a Spanish teacher there.
So
and
good.
when I saw him years later, he's like, "That's your kid?" And I said,
That's
"That's my boy. I birthed him." I love to say that.
You made that.
I did. Well, Dad helped it.
Oh, okay,
And God
all right.
helped.
All right.
But yeah, so super excited. He got the lead. And then I'm like, "Well, how did you audition?" He's like, "I played AC/DC Highway to Hell." And I'm like, "Okay."
He brought his guitar in and played?
He did a cappella.
Okay.
So he was in choir already.
Yeah,
but
he's a
not
singer.
in acting and not in dancing. So I don't know how, but it happened.
He did it.
He did it.
Confidence.
Right.
That's it. That's how he did
that's
it.
What it. That's it.
Yes.
And then the following year, he's like, "Mom," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm going to audition for Batman, the High School Musical."
Yes, he is. I remember that.
Yeah, with Sam Husky. He's an amazing director.
What year is this?
This was back in 2 years ago, 2016.
Okay, yeah. It was recent. That's right.
Yeah, not too
2016.
Not too long ago. And I'm like, "If you don't make it, you're still my Batman."
Yeah.
And sure enough, he made leads again, back to back. And I'm like,
Come
am
on.
I going to have to go to California?
Yeah, because Arkansas, we make our share of movies.
Yeah.
And we do have acting.
A lot of actors.
In fact, I
come
talked
from
to an actor from Arkansas, Bradley Julian, and he is in a troupe here in Arkansas, and they do a lot of things here in Arkansas. So there are actors here.
Okay, well, let me have his phone number.
I will.
I think
I
my
will.
son could be, let's hook him up, connect them.
Please do. Bradley Julian. Let's look him up because he's on our previous podcast for sure. So, all right. You get out of you stop copping.
Yeah.
You go to the car imports, exports.
Business, yeah.
Yes. And this is 2004 until when?
Oh gosh, all the way to 2008 or so. Yeah.
Import exports. How was that? I mean,
that was pretty exciting. That you could not pass any trucks that were under 94, 95 years because of the emission gases.
Okay.
And a lot of the Latinos would actually buy these rolled over, crashed vehicles.
Gotcha. So they take all the terrible cars.
Yes.
And like your dad, fix them up,
And
welding.
Put them like new, better.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know that you can't take them complete over the border.
So they had to be chopped up?
Import, they had to be chopped up.
You ran a chop shop, girl?
No.
Come on, kid.
That's what they were telling me. That's how they did it. And I was like, because there's tariff.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound right. That doesn't make sense. It sounds illegal.
I don't know.
But it worked out right.
I guess for them, but this is how I'm like, how do you get them, shipped out there? And
Right.
Like, well, we have to pull them apart, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm confused on the chop shop thing. We'll get back to that maybe, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll look into it.
I just thought
you
it
got
was
out of there
interesting,
in 2008.
Yeah, or so. Yeah.
And what did you do?
Let me see. What else did I do? I tried to run a restaurant, remember? I did that with La Victoria.
You were doing La Victoria?
I was managing La
See,
Victoria.
I didn't know
Yeah.
how that was working out because I thought you were just helping out.
Right.
Helping out. So you were helping out.
I was helping out
the people.
Actually, I was working with them.
A husband and wife, right?
Yes, because
they were very nice.
She started waitressing there years ago, and just to be part of their dream to have their own restaurant, to me that was like, yeah. I
Sure.
said, I'll I mean, I got paid, of course.
Right.
But I saw how hard they were working and trying to just kind of put their monies together to make this happen. I learned so much, just everything from produce and how to just maintain, just buy the bare necessities to maintain the restaurant. And then the rent there was ridiculous. It was
That place is not very good. It's been so many places. I've only been here since 2009, and I can count at least one place a year.
Mm-hmm. There's an Italian restaurant there now.
I thought it was a car dealer.
No, it's an
Like
Italian.
a week ago, it was a car dealer. And a week before that, it was ice cream shop.
It's an Italian
and a week before that,
restaurant.
no, it feels like that place changes.
Right.
Well, I hope they do good.
Me too.
And I think it's is it called a villa? No, villa something.
Italian villa.
Italian villa.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Hope it works out.
Yes. So I don't know. Just been always working for myself, interpreting.
So what
birth
happened to the kids
certificates.
from La Victoria?
They're back at Senior Tequila.
Senior Tequila. Okay, so they did land on their feet.
They did land. They will always land. On
Of
their
course, because they're hardworking people.
She's got
and they were
7
trying to
brothers.
go off on their own, do their thing, and you were trying to help them out.
Yeah, her brothers all of them were head chefs at most of all the Mexican restaurants around.
Oh,
so all
okay.
the food that you taste is from the same one family. A lot of people don't know this.
Julio.
Julio is the owner of El Patron, and,
Yes, quite a few of them.
right, and Cilantro's. And they're going to open up another one over at John Daly's. It used to be John Daly's.
Right, John Daly's, that was open and closed, it
Right.
seemed like in a minute.
Right. So
felt bad for them.
I'm entertaining to be an assistant manager. We've already been talking.
Yes.
There, it's going to be called.
Because you need another job. Yeah.
Because I just love that.
Oh, I just love
Wait.
working 24 hours a day.
So yes, so it's called the Local Patio Grill. So check us out. It's
And that's
downtown.
coming soon or not?
Yeah, weeks.
Weeks. It's already in the works.
We're waiting for
Excellent.
the liquor license.
Excellent.
And the dishes, the food is going to be exquisite. Nothing like anything you've ever tasted. So
By the way, Faulkner County is a dry county, and we got more bars than any other county,
True.
any other place I've
And
ever
churches.
lived. Oh my goodness! So, yeah, we got the alcoholics to prove it. It's a dry county. So
that's why I teach at the DWI on the weekend.
that's right. Drink responsibly.
Make sure that
a public service message from Claudia
Yes,
Fountain.
every 52 minutes somebody dies from a drunk driver.
Oh.
Every 52 minutes. Don't get me started.
Come on!
Mm-hmm.
I had a half a beer when I was 21. I passed out. I'm not good at it. I don't drink at all.
1.6 million just in Arkansas has been stopped because of a DWI. 1.6 million. Only a third of United States do not drink, but the rest, yes.
So yeah, I know they keep putting it on the ballot to have it, to open this up as a wet county.
Right.
But it keeps getting knocked down
Yeah.
because of the aforementioned churches, maybe.
Yeah.
Good.
That's what I
We're
hear.
notching the Bible belt.
Yeah.
And drinking is the devil.
Right.
But I thought Jesus had wine.
I don't know.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. Who are we to judge? I don't know.
I judge not.
Would you like a beer?
Yeah, that's right. We're about 20 paces from a beer.
Kings.
From Kings.
I love this.
Yeah.
So now I'm focusing on my business as a bilingual marketing consultant.
Okay, and this is since when did you start wanting
I've
to
been
be?
doing this for 15 years.
Yes, you have.
Forever, y'all.
For other people.
For other people, yes.
And you said, let me go ahead and open
Enough
up
is
my
enough.
own deal.
I'm going to start making myself, dinero. So that way, now I have like different businesses calling me, like Aflac, and I've got other tech computer people that call me as well.
So you're acting as a call center, perhaps? They can call your cell phone?
Oh, yeah.
And you can translate for them?
Yes.
That's the way to do it.
That's how I've been on-the-spot translations.
You're completely mobile.
Yeah.
People used to do that to me all the time. This is when cell phones were brand new.
Yeah.
And they used to say, hey, Dan, translate for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put them on the phone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how it starts.
And I have a Venmo and a PayPal, so y'all can pay me automatically.
You got that right.
So nothing is free in this world, let me tell you.
Yes.
So.
Okay, so the name of this endeavor?
Yeah, it's a bilingual consultant. So I consult businesses on how to market for the $1.6 trillion Latinx industry.
Is there a .com? Is there a website for this?
We're working on a website.
You better get that right now.
I know.
Before it gets bought up.
I know.
Yes.
I know. Yes.
All right.
I'm working on that. I'm a lot of people say, well, sometimes I'm a lot better at helping others than I am myself. But this year, 2019, I'm helping myself.
Yes, but you're helping others still.
Well, balancing it. But yeah, that... Are we going to talk about Brookside?
We can talk about whatever you want.
Yes.
This is your podcast.
Thank you. So yes, we are going to, April the 15th was when the Brookside family over at here in Conway, the owner of this trailer park, Mr. Bruce Keithley.
Right, on Bruce Street, right?
No, on Brookside, on Oak Street.
On Oak Street?
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. So he gave them a, what do you call it? Notice. Eviction notice. Y'all have to leave by June the 30th.
Are you kidding me?
No. So it's over 110 families, over 80 children. So I've been working tirelessly, not only myself, but it takes a village. We've got CAPCA, they've been amazing. Conway Ministries as well. St. Joseph. Salvation Army, they extended their services as well. Bethlehem House with Judy Lively. Just a lot of local businesses that I've actually ironically knocked on their doors about a year ago and told them, here's my card, my name is Claudia. See how it just kind of...
Oh, no. You make contacts and it all comes back.
We were at a round table with the mayor and Bethlehem House and CAPCA and Conway Ministries, and they're like, you look familiar. And I'm like, yeah, I knocked on your door about a year ago and said, hey, you may need my services. Here's my card. And sure enough, it's all pro bono.
Sure.
I'm a notary, and I notarize anything that has to do with Brookside.
Wait, she's a notary too. Another peel on the onion.
Anybody can be a notary.
No. Not anybody can be a notary. You have to apply, and you have to be an upstanding citizen.
True. And I, again,
am an upstanding citizen.
You've got to, set the example, right? So lead by example.
Yes.
And Brookside family, we're going to do anyway, they've got 6 weeks from now. So
6 weeks to get out 15th, and find a new place to live.
We've been doing logistics. We've been working hard, early mornings, late nights.
And you got the mayor involved.
And we've got
and
the
other
mayor.
people.
Yeah. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of feedback on that. Really, code enforcement or the city should have forced the code enforcement even more so for Mr. Keithley to have water meters, because evidently he's got a $20,000 water bill, and this is why he's shutting down the park, Brookside.
So he hasn't been paying his bills.
He can't, he says.
Sadly.
But yet he's collecting rent from mobile homes that are not even worth $2,000 or $3,000.
Correct.
And these people have been under contract, and they've been paying $575 a month almost. This one particular family, she probably owed another $2,000 to pay off that mobile home that he sold to them.
Oh, so they could own their mobile homes on his property.
Right. Okay. And that supposedly Mr. Keithley told her that you cannot take your mobile home because you still owe it $11,000.
So that investment is gone.
Yeah, it's like renting for 8 years, and she did the math. She spent almost close to $30,000 on a $2,000, $3,000 mobile home.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and she renovated it from the inside. It's a beautiful mobile home from the inside. A lot of these mobile homes cannot be moved. We've been talking to movers.
Sure.
and we don't know anything. I mean, this is out of our league, right?
Right.
And so there was a gentleman who, assessed all the mobile homes, and unfortunately last week one of them broke.
The mobile home broke? Ooh.
Yeah.
So where's that family?
So that family is with another family.
In another mobile home?
No, somewhere else.
Oh,
Somewhere
they had
else,
to evacuate.
Yeah. So he's going to have to honor and give them the money back. That's why they have insurance, right?
Sure.
So, and then there was another. They moved another mobile home yesterday, and it's been about 3 mobile homes that cracked. They're just not movable.
Oh, and these are people that are trying to move the mobile homes that have been paid for.
Right.
And they're breaking in half because they're so old.
So they live at Brookside, and for years they've been investing and putting their money away, investing in land that they were going to, they had plans to eventually move over there, to move their mobile homes there and then maybe build a house right next to it and then sell the mobile home.
Sure.
That's how they normally do it, a lot of them. I can't speak for all, but that's really their routine, which is a brilliant idea.
I've definitely heard this. You buy a piece of land for a little bit, and you put a little mobile home there.
And then you build a castle.
And then you build your home that you can retire in.
They're already building houses for everybody around here anyway. So they already know. A lot of these men that live there are construction.
Oh.
Yeah.
It all comes around, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
So
he upped their bills on a monthly basis and said, "Hey, I owe $20,000 on water bill." They're like, "Oh, we'll help." He's like, "I'm going to need another $50."
Oh.
And they paid another $50, and the contract never changed.
He's building the water bill and making them pay for it. Wait a minute, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
He's making them pay for it. He's building something. Okay, never mind. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. So. Let me just say he's not on my good list.
Yeah, he's on the naughty list.
Yeah, they call him what, slumdog landlords?
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I'm not. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Mr. Keithley, you have a chance to rebuke if you want to come on the podcast. We can all sit around and chit-chat about it. That's for sure.
Yeah, he was pretty diplomatic. I actually interviewed him.
Okay.
I had Univision come over and we interviewed him. And he says, "I'm sorry. I gave you 30 days for that notice that you were going to be evicted on the 30th of June. I'm sorry, 30th of June.
Right.
So that's legal. That's he did right on that.
I guess, yeah.
So that way the kids can finish their school and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, it's how do you pick up and go in less than 6 weeks? Like it costs $1,800 to move your mobile home. It costs another $130 for storage.
These are construction workers. They're not rich.
No.
And it's Brookside. They're not rich people.
One of the lowest socioeconomic areas in Faulkner County. Coho, Conway City of Hope Outreach with Dr. Philip Fletcher.
Yeah, I've worked with them before. They're good people too.
They're amazing. They converted 2 mobile homes into an after-school program. So they're going to have to move their mobile homes as well.
No.
I don't know if he's going to build. I'm sure he's going to build something. He sold
Mr.
the place.
Keithley? Yeah.
So I figured the right thing to do, if you're going to build apartments, let them get first dibs, don't you think?
Perhaps.
Yeah, that's
Perhaps.
Right.
But still, it's going to take some time for them to build those apartments.
Right.
And meanwhile, where do the families go?
Right. So I've been blessed with an incredible circle of networking friends / business partners.
Sure.
And Comfort Inn with Danny Patel. He's like, "Claudia, I'll open my hotel for a couple of days."
Yes.
I'm like calling constant.
Get it.
Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna use." I hardly ever ask anybody for anything, but this time around, since April the 15th, I'm sure they're probably tired of me bugging them and calling them, but it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
If you got the resources, use them.
Yes.
Yes.
And he gave you the open, hey, yes. I'll give you my hotel. Yeah. I'm going to use it.
While they're moving their mobile home, the kids get to play in the pool, yada, yada.
Right.
So again, it's just connecting the need with a resource is something that is like breathing to me. It comes naturally, and I don't ever take it for granted. So I love it.
Okay. Yeah. So how do they get a hold of you? How do people find out how to help people of Brookside in Conway, Arkansas?
501 733-1601. That is my phone number.
That's your number?
Yes. And
you're giving them your personal phone number?
Yes. That's the only way to get things done.
Yes.
Talk to the main person. So I will get you busy. So on mark your calendars, May the 25th.
May the 25th.
2 weeks from now, over at City Church over there, 766 or 701 Polk or 766 Harkrider. There's 2 addresses.
I'll try to put it on the show notes somewhere.
Yeah, but it's over there behind CVS. It's City Church and Conway Ministries, and Second Baptist owns that whole space. And
I wonder where there was a Second Baptist. I always hear about the First Baptist.
so I don't know. I don't know where that's at.
I don't know what the Second Baptist is.
So I was originally going to do the fiesta for Brookside.
Sure.
Over at Bob Courtway.
Bob Courtway, that's a school, right?
Yeah, that's a school. Amy Jordan.
Closer to that area.
Right.
Yeah.
Amy Jordan said, she inboxed me and called me actually, and said, Claudia, what can I do? Like these principals and teachers, because these are their babies.
Sure. Yeah, that's right across the street from Brookside. Sure, a lot of those kids go there.
Right. And she really shed some light and said, there's an act, McKinney something act, that protects these kids if they're in a transition of being homeless, and and they can still go to the same school next year.
Okay.
Like this protects them.
So how are they going to get there? It's going to be a hardship for the families to get them to those schools.
A lot of them have like their older brothers, and they give them rides or whatever. But
that's
I
good.
see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
but at least I didn't know that there was a.
They have that option.
Yeah, they have that option.
That's good that they have that option.
Yeah, because some of them, they're so attached to their teachers, and even if they were going to Greenbrier or living in Greenbrier, they could still go to the same school. So that's a great.
Okay, but unfortunately, if they have to move further away, and they don't want to go to that school, I guess they could change over. But so many people inbox me, strangers inbox me. Sure.
Investors, real estate, other mobile home park owners. Some of them have been coming over and assessing the mobile homes. Some of them don't qualify because they're a lot stricter.
Right.
And some of these mobile homes still need like the skirt around, so that costs another $500, give or take. So May 25th.
May 25th.
Mark your calendars.
Mark them.
From 10 to 3.
Yes.
And you're going to be entertained by one of the best mariachi Jalisco.
You got that right.
Yes, whom they're going to be playing here at King's very soon. And then the folkloric dancers as well.
Okay.
And they're going to be dancing as well to entertain everybody.
I like a good group of dancers. That's nice.
And the families are going to cook the most delicious Mexican cuisines. They're going to have fruit in a cup with chili, tahini, and all that yummy stuff. Okay. So I figured that to me that was like one way for them to actually lessen the burden, if you will. So that's one way for them to make some kind of extra income before they leave.
Sure.
So that would be like.
Anything else going on at this party? At
this party, we're going to have none other than the fantastic and amazing Keys Dan.
Oh. Yay! I'm going to be there.
Yes. Thank you so much for accepting. Yeah.
No, that's no problem at all.
And helping us out. You always are there.
No problem at all.
To help us out. So again, thank you. Gracias.
No worries.
So, but so I'm really excited. So we're going to have yummy food, and we're going to have some activities for the kids.
Sure.
And mariachi, and come and taste the different flavors of South and Central America.
Maybe I'll put a little karaoke up.
There you go.
All right, Claudia Fountain.
You got it.
How do they find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me on social media under my name, Claudia Fountain. Fountain like a water fountain, like a fountain of information. I always say that.
Yes, you are.
So, and just inbox me, and if there's anything that I can do to help, just let me know.
Well, you gave them your phone number. You know they're going to call you.
I know. I hope so.
All right.
Yes, I need people, strong guys and girls, to break how do you say? I guess to organize or to move the tables.
Sure enough.
So break down and break up.
We need some helpertons.
Yeah, some
to help out the people of Brookside.
Yes, you'll actually get a sheet if you're in a sorority and you want some community service hours. That's that date.
Calling UCA, calling Hendricks.
Yeah, Baptist.
Calling
and
Baptist.
New Life Church. I think they have a college out there too.
Yes. Hey, where can they contribute to your fund?
Yes, it's going to be under Brookside Family Fund, and say that you want to give dinero to First Security Bank at any branch, First Security Bank.
Any branch of First Security
That's
Bank.
correct.
You can give money to the people of Brookside.
Yes, and you go up there and you just say that I'd like to contribute and donate X amount of money to the Brookside Family Fund at any First Security Bank.
All right then. Thank you, Miss Claudia.
What an honor.
Fountain.
Gracias. You're the best.
No, that's you. That's you. I appreciate you so much for coming on the podcast. And that's
my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, that's your story up to now.
Wait, but there's more. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
No.
It's still on.
No.
All right.
Good
Thank
night.
you, Claudia Fountain. Any last words for the people? Like any words of wisdom?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, I'm going to pass on what my father passed on, which is that. And the only way that you can make your dreams a reality is if you help someone else's, even though it might feel like it at the time. But yeah, stay true to you. Yeah.
That's how you close the show. Thank you, Claudia Fountain.
You're welcome. Absolutely.
Party people, there you have it. Everyone has a story. Claudia Fountain, helping out the people in Conway, Arkansas. I'm sure she'd help people out anywhere on this planet, and maybe beyond. The lady is a workaholic, but more than that, she loves people, and she loves helping people. She's raising 2 beautiful kids, just amazing children. I've met them both, and just, very talented, and the sky's the limit. So thank you, Claudia Fountain, for coming on the program, What Makes You Famous. And if you'd like to tell your story on the program, I encourage you, give me a call at 501-470-6386 or email info@radiowhat.com. That's it. And more to come. Stay tuned. Subscribe. I'm Keys Dan, radiowhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.
Radio What? The music you want. Hey guys, this is Shelly G with a fast fact. Elvis's favorite collectibles were official badges. He collected police badges in almost every city he performed in. Do you have a fast fact? Share it with us at Interactive Radio, radiowhat.com.
Hey Keys Dan, what you doing? My line.
I'm playing the best music by request 24 hours a day. Click on the request tab at the top of radiowhat.com.
radiowhat.com.